So, good evening guys. Ako si Clark David Cruzada. So, ngayon, ituturo ko naman sa inyo kung paano mag-solve using Muller's method. So, dito sa Muller's method, mag-start tayo sa initial guesses, which is x0, x1, and x2. So, next, then get the value of fx0, fx1, and fx2. So, after natin makuha itong values neto, so, mag-proceed tayo dito sa value na HO. So, to get this, h0 is equals to x1 minus x0. Then, h1 is equals to x2 minus x1. So, next, this, ito naman, delta 0, so equals to fx1 minus fx0 over x1 minus x0, or pwede na, or dito, or h0. So dito sa delta 1, so fx2 minus fx1 over x2 minus x1, or h1. So after natin ma-solve ito, so isa-solve naman natin yung initial values ng A, B, and C. So value na A equals to delta 1 minus delta 0 over H1 plus H0. So dito naman sa value ng B, A times H1 plus delta 1. Then, C is equals to yung value ng fx2. So, after natin makuha itong lahat ng values na ito, so, paproceed tayo sa pinakadulo, which is x3. So, parang familiar kayo dito, no? Gagamit tayo ng quadratic formula. So, x3 is equals to x2 plus negative 2c over b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Pero madalas dito sa Muller's method, ang ginagamit dito is positive lagi, madalas. So yun, para maintindihan natin, mag-example tayo. So ito. So example natin is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. So, initial values natin is x0 is 3.7, x1 2.7, x2 3.1. So, una natin gagawin, get the value of fx0, fx1, and fx2. So, fx0, fx1, x1, and fx2. So, pag sinubstitute natin ito, may kalabasan yan is 32.67. So, value ng fx1 ay 15.47. At yung huling value is 21.63. So, after natin makuha yun, get the value of h0 and h1. So, dito tayo. H0 is equals to x1. So, anong value ng x1? 2.7. 2.7 minus x0 is 3.7. You will get the answer of negative 1. So, h1 is equals to 3.1 minus 2.7 is equals to 0.4. So, after nito, next, yung value ng A. So, A is equals to, ayan, substitute the value. So, hindi pa pala. Delta pala muna tayo. So, delta 0 is equals to fx1. fx1, 15.47 minus 32.67 over x1. 2.7 minus 3.7. So we'll get the value of 17.2. So next, delta 1 is equals to fx2, 21.63 minus fx1, 15.47 over x2 minus x1, so 3.1 minus 2.7. You will get the value of 15.4. So yun, after nito makuha natin yung delta, so proceed na tayo sa value ng A, B, and C. So first dito tayo sa value ng A, equals sa delta 1 minus delta 0. So delta 1, 15.4 minus delta 0, 17.2 over H1 plus H0. So H1, 0.4 plus negative 1. You will get the value of 3. So next, B. B is equals to A H1. So A, 3 times H1, 0.4 plus delta 1. Delta 1 is 15.4. So magiging answer niya ay 16.6. So next is C. C is equals to fx2 lang. So fx2, 21.63. So after natin makakuha tong functions, values na ito, so lako na tayo sa pinaka last value, so which is x3. Value na x3. So ulit, recall lang, x2 plus minus 2c over plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. So kukuhanin natin yun plus positive side. So x2 3.1 plus negative 2, where's the c? C times 21.63 all over b square, b, where's the b? 16.6 plus square root of, so b squared, 16.6 squared minus 4 times A, 3, C, 21.63. So you will get the value of x3. Dito na talaga x3 is equals to 1. So yun, after natin makuha itong x3 is equals to 1, so gagamitin naman to para sa susunod na iteration. So iteration, magiging panibagong value ng x0. So magiging x0 is equals to 2.7 na. Then x1 is equals to 3.1. Tapos value ng x2 is equals to 1. So yun, ganito yung pag-solve ng Muller's method. So thank you.